What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to break down our first company on the channel, and this one is going to be Callaway Golf. The reason why I selected this one is because they've been in the headlines recently. Their ticker symbol is ELY. The reason why they've been in the headlines lately is because their latest big acquisition, and that is none other than Topgolf. Now, Topgolf was bought entirely by Callaway. Callaway was a part shareholder in the company before. They owned about 15% of them. Right now, the reason why I find this so interesting is because Callaway's such a large company and they have backing, and Topgolf is, again, a new and emerging company with high growth potential. Now, right now, Topgolf is not a profitable business entirely, because they're in their growth stages and they're not really trying to suck profit out currently. Now, recently valued at a $4 billion IPO. Now, and this was just right before everything really went down to 2020 on January 6th. Now, since then, of course, their valuation has gone down, but the acquisition is nowhere near what a lot of people would still pay for Topgolf. Right now, Callaway has bought Topgolf for an agreed $2 billion. This is crazy. I mean, 50% of their value has gone since just past this January. Now, I think that we really need to keep an eye on this because the financials are quite strong, in my opinion. So now it does say that they are going to buy Topgolf for $2 billion, although this is a little bit misleading. Topgolf does have about $500 million in debt, and which I'm assuming Callaway is going to obviously take that over. So the acquisition is really around $2.5 billion. Now, this is also interesting because when you combine their balance sheets, they have a combined long-term debt of $1.2 billion, which again is not massive, and it is very small when you actually take it next year and look at the estimated revenue. The estimated revenue for these combined is somewhere in the ballpark for about $3 billion, which again is over double what their long-term debt is. Now, their net income from this, we are still unsure because, again, as earlier mentioned, Topgolf is still in their growth stage. They're not trying to make a profit per se. So their net income is quite unknown because of this. Although, yes, it sounds like it sounds kind of concerning how Topgolf has not really turned a profit, but again, they are in their growth zone, or their growth stage in their business. Now, Callaway as an individual business is a very profitable business. Topgolf individual locations are actually very profitable as well. It's just Topgolf as an overall company is not profitable because they're trying to expand so rapidly. So right now, Callaway Golf does have about $1.5 billion market cap. And I'm estimating this to be around $3.5 billion after this entire acquisition is said and done. I can see this having a 10% investment year over year for the next possible decade. I mean, Topgolf, if you guys have ever been there, you walk in, and if you have any business know-how, you can walk in and say, wow, these guys are really making a buck tonight, okay? Or they're making some money. And the reason is because of the culture. Everybody loves it there. It attracts golfers. It attracts non-golfers. Everybody loves it. And the Callaway CEO actually recently came out and said that this is the best thing to golf since Tiger Woods. Now, I don't know if you guys really know golf, but Tiger Woods is a massive name. You don't have to golf to know that Tiger Woods is quite honestly and undisputably one of the best golfers of all time, if not the best golfer of all time. And he made a lot of people turn to golf as a possible hobby or a possible sport. It brought a lot of people to the sport of golf. Now, Topgolf is doing the exact same. It's getting people who are non-golfers into the sport, interested in the sport, and it's particularly targeting the younger generations, which golf does not have a massive presence in, as the so said stereotype of golfers. A lot of older people who like to go and just kind of relax, more retirees. Now, if they can get a newer generation into golf while still having that older generation, I mean, you just essentially doubled your customer basis. And now for Callaway, their branding is going to be all over Topgolf as well. And of course, there's such a massive presence already in the golf market. I can see this being a massive win for Callaway because, quite honestly, no other big golf brand has done something like this before. I mean, Topgolf is a one-of-a-kind business, essentially. It's a very new business. I mean, yes, there could be competitors coming up, and I'm almost assured that there will be. Although, that does have some troubles in itself. Now, everything sounds great so far. Please tell me about the risks. All right, so the risks, let's be honest. Mismanagement, that could be a massive killer of Topgolf. Topgolf has been managed great so far, but if Callaway comes in, starts trying to change the culture, people aren't liking it as much as they used to, that can be a massive issue. I mean, look at this place. It's gorgeous, new, sleek, futuristic design. Everyone loves it there. But if you change it, is Topgolf really Topgolf? I don't know. Now, again, I mentioned their debt. They do have a lot of debt, and if this debt does keep on adding up, of course, they're paying interest on this debt. That can kill their cash flow and eventually kill the business if it gets too bad. So they just have to manage that well, and I'm sure they will because, I mean, Callaway is a very profitable business. They know how to make a profit. Now, again, as I kind of mentioned earlier, competitors to Topgolf. Will someone else essentially make a replica with a new name on it and try to make the same experience, the same environment, the same vibes that are there? I don't know, and I'm almost assured that someone will try to do it. Although, if someone does try to do it, how likely are they to succeed? I don't really know. I think it's a really hard business to really pull off and get a brand. The reason why there's only one major player in this, I guess, small niche market of entertainment golf is because it was really unknown. And also, it's very hard to get in. I mean, one of these facilities cost multiple millions of dollars, anywhere from the ballpark of $20 to $50 million. Now, is someone really willing to go and do this? I don't know, because that's a lot of cash. You got to be very cash heavy. But we'll see if anyone wants to come and really challenge them. But right now, I think this is a very good potential investment. I'm keeping my eye on it to see where the stock price goes. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you found any of this information interesting and insightful, I would really appreciate it. If you could subscribe to hear me break down more companies in the future and get a good grasp on what they're doing and how they're doing in the market. But that's it for today. Thank you, and I really appreciate you watching the video.